So yeah, Harry Ramsden's world famous chips, or in this case crisps, although in America and other countries they're called chips anyway, so it still works. But yeah, they are obviously famous for chips, as in fish and chips. But these are their crisps. So I see these in Iceland. Iceland's have a lot of Harry Ramsden's range in their frozen section, but they also have some of their crisps. I don't know if they're exclusive to Iceland, I'm not really sure. These are on the back. Good honest food is at Harry Ramsden himself. Yeah, so I've eaten in their chip shop a few times, I would say less than 5 times. And yeah, I mean, it was nice enough. I wouldn't say it's the best ever that I was sometimes led to believe. I know that's obviously down to opinion, but yeah, I would say they were good, but not, I mean, there is definitely better fish and chips out there. Haven't been for a long time though, so who knows what they're like now. I don't see that many branches around either. But yeah, these are their crisps. Now, just before I start eating these, whenever I see these branded crisps, so from a brand that's famous for something else, for example, there are Aunt Bessie crisps that I'd like to try. They are, of course, famous for their roast potatoes, and Harry Ramsden's, of course, famous for their chips. Are these meant to taste like the product they're famous for? So are Aunt Bessie's crisps meant to taste like their potatoes, like their seasoning, for example? And the same with these. I'm not sure. That's something I'm never sure, whether it's just the brand branching out and making something else. So these are salt and vinegar hand-cooked sharing crisps, and as you can see, it was another yellow sticker bargain, this time from Iceland. They were half of £1.35. £1.35 is their normal price for 130 grams, so it was a good chance to try them. They're near their best before end date, the 4th of May. No, so they're not even quite out of date till a few more days yet. And obviously that's only a best before. Right, these are salt and vinegar flavour, so maybe they will taste like some chips drenched in salt and vinegar, like Harry Ramsden chips in salt and vinegar. And they've got a nice salt and vinegar crisp smell, but also is definitely reminding me of a chippy salt and vinegar smell. They feel like quite hard, crunchy crisp. Air bubbles, let's see. Tell you what's nice about them, first of all. I do like salt and vinegar. Sometimes it's so strong. It's like, makes you feel like you've had a pint or something. Also, sometimes it makes my tongue sting or my lips sting. So I think I prefer it when the vinegar is not quite so strong for that reason, even though I do like the taste of stronger salt and vinegar crisps. But with these, that's not too strong for me. That tastes like if you put a little bit of vinegar on some chips. It's a sensible amount. It's not overly strong like some of the brands. That is nice. How salty are they? I need to try another one to see how salty they are. It certainly had a bit of saltiness. As you can probably hear, they're pretty crunchy, but that's fine. They're not too hard. They're just a little crunchy. Yeah, their saltiness is nice. Yeah, not overly salty. I would say they're a bit less salty than is typical of these kind of hand-cooked crisps. Hand-cooked crisps are my favourite type of crisps. These are good. I would definitely buy these again. Yeah, and I would pay the full price for them. They're good enough for that. But obviously I got myself a bargain as well this time. I'd like to see if there's other flavours. I would actually like just a salted version without the vinegar, because you can taste the potato, which is nice, but I think you'd be able to taste it even more if it weren't for the vinegar. My criteria for a good crisp is you should be able to taste the potato and it not be overpowered by whatever flavouring it's got. But yeah, they're nice. I would recommend them as some decent hand-cooked sharing crisps. Or not sharing, as is in my case, because these are mine.